Hello everybody, welcome back to the EGL9 Turtle Beach Call of Duty Spring Championship. That is a mouthful, but welcome back everyone. We have an amazing game coming up for you guys on the stream. We have Prophecy going against Fariko Impact, who just went head-to-head with Fariko Dragons in what was an absolutely amazing series. Benson, give us a rundown on what just happened.
You know what? I can't even put it into words. It was just a phenomenal best-of-5 series. I mean, you know, the Dragons came out all guns blazing for that game, which, considering they haven't had the best of performances so far in the tournament, was kind of shocking. I mean, they won that first hard point after a controversial referee decision, I guess you could say, but it worked out in Dragons' favor. Then they went 2-0 up, and then, you know, Impact just showed us why they're the best team in the world right now. They just came back and looked just so strong in everything they did, and then they went all the way down to a nail-biting 5-5 last map S&D on Slums, and Impact just managed to come out the strongest. And I was speaking to Parasite just before, and I was saying, what was going through your mind? You know, like, how are you guys saying it? You must have been nervous. He was like, basically all I did was I put trophy systems down and I hard aimed blue with a sniper rifle. I was like, that's what I like to hit. he just desperately wanted to win that game.
Yeah.
But, you know, Dragons was a challenge. Prophecy is going to be a whole different kettle of fish. Now,
okay, so let's give everyone on the stream a rundown on what Prophecy has been going through in this tournament.
Yeah.
So Prophecy came in here, if I'm not mistaken, second seed.
Yes.
They came into this tournament seeded second, but probably the most hyped up team out of any team that has attended an event recently. So obviously these God Squads come and go.
Oh yeah.
And this is our God Squad of the time. You've got players who have outstanding LAN records, outstanding online performance, outstanding histories as Call of Duty players, and we put them all together in this team. You've got Tommy, Excellence, Gunshi, and Swanee, but they came into EGL and they just didn't perform like everyone expected.
Nope, they've had a very rough start to EGL9. But if there's ever going to be a time to prove themselves, it is going to be right here, right now, coming up against the champions of Dallas, Fariko Impact, and we're going to start things off on board with Hardpoint Standoff, and we're going to be on board with this European God Squad first of all, and we're going to be on board with Gunshi now. Gunshi yesterday was very ill. He was not at full health, and you could tell by his gameplay. I spoke to him just literally seconds before we went live. He said, you know what, I'm feeling a lot better, feel fresh, and hopefully my playstyle is going to affect that. So let's have a look if you can try and change things up.
So yeah, Gunshi, as most people at the event would have said, he's been struggling in these last few games to really get his head in the game, to really get those kills that you would expect Gunshi to get, those shots that you'd expect a player of Gunshi's caliber to get. He hasn't been able to do it so far, but if he's able to pick it up now, I think that's going to send Prophecy over the edge. They're going to be an absolutely phenomenal team. But right now, straight off the start, it's Fariko Impact, who are actually looking quite strong, 13-0 at the moment.
Yeah, already Prophecy starting to think about that next hard point. Just sacrificing a fair few points, although they do now have control. Thinking about coming back into it. There's 19 seconds left. You're going to see Tommy just trying to rotate towards the next hard point. He gets taken down by Killer. And already Fariko starting strong, but Prophecy on the comeback.
So here we go, Prophecy now taking the lead. Just a very narrow lead, but a lead nonetheless in this hard point on standoff. Now, let's see, I'm on board with Tommy. Tommy is now going to... He actually pushed to a hard point that only had 1 second left on it. I'm not sure why he was going in that direction. But now they're obviously going to switch over to this top green, this hard point. And it is in the hands of Fariko Impact right now, but hopefully Tommy's going to jump in through this window, gets EMP, gets taken out. And actually, this hard point is still going to be in the control of Dragons.
Impact. Miracles is on a 5-kill streak now. He's going to try and pre-aim up top. Gets the connection. Doesn't get the kill, though. Tags up Gunshi. Gets him very weak. He's very close to his score streaks. However, he actually only has 2. Not sure if that's intentional or a mistake. I would assume it is a mistake. But he has his Hellstorm and his Lightning Strike pre-aiming absolutely everywhere. Finally gets taken down by a Prophecy player. And that's going to put an end to that streak. But only using 2 score streaks, you have to put down to as a bit of a mistake, surely.
Yeah, that was curious there. So I'm on board with Excellence. Excellence now here inside this hard point to pick up the last 10 or so seconds of this hard point, which actually bring them back in line with the score of Fariko Impact. Now they're going to be moving over to Grannies, I believe, and looking at the setup already, there actually is already a prop player in there, but there is Impact all around. Yeah,
Impact getting the good spawns. Prophecy need to try and stay up, and they have done. Excellence is going to have an engagement just to his left. Needs to pick up that kill. Does
Great
so.
Kill there. Excellence is actually an amazing SMG. He is probably well, I don't know. I don't want to go there because I know the chat's going to go crazy, but I think he's one of the...
I think he's the greatest,
if not the best SMG
right now, I am yet to see a better SMG on this game. Admittedly, I've seen more European gameplay than American, but still, like, without a shadow of a doubt, the best
But then
European
again,
SMG.
Let's not forget that in America right now, it's actually quite unpopular to use an SMG. The FAL is the gun to go to. So I don't think anyone actually has as much practice with an SMG as Excellence does right now. Tommy there just getting taken out on his 5-kill streak. The scoreline is actually in Prof's favor. They're looking a lot stronger than what we once thought, you know, was going to happen to Prof at this stage in the tournament. But let's see what's happening. Excellence is still up top in this hardpoint. Pre-fire down there, not actually able to pick up the kill. Challenges, gets taken out, but his teammates there to pick up the extra points.
Let's have a look at the Fariko lineup now, see how they're going to try and change it up. Miracle still with that Hellstorm lightning strike. Looks like Parasite is going to be setting up on this next one, so let's have a look at him. Going to be using that foul, just like you were saying earlier on. Miracles does connect with 2 though, and they don't have control of this hardpoint. So right now, Prophecy really are playing very strong. Got a good hardpoint game. But we know from, especially from that last game, that it's CTF, which really is the American strong point, and they just look so dominant at CTF.
Excellent. Picking up 2, Prophecy getting 3 down, and Prophecy getting loud, which is something that you don't see that often. Tommy jumps in there, getting an amazing kill. Even though a lot of Prophecy players are down right now, they're just about to come back up.
Well, Swanee needs to challenge that. Does connect with the kill, unfortunately gets taken down, but gets a fantastic spawn, and with 25 seconds left on this hardpoint, Prophecy should be able to reach that 100 mark. Swanee with a pre-fire connects with Killer through the wall. Fantastic headshot. Tries to peek. Does get taken down, but Gunshi was there to pick up the pieces. They're 2 points away. 11 seconds left. Is Swanee going to try and contest it? I think he is going to. One of the best ARs in the world right now. Takes down 1. Gets the secure on the hardpoint as well. And that is going to give Prophecy 3 digits on the scoreboard.
There we go. 101 to 64. We're going to be moving over to the next hardpoint. And it looks like Prophecy's going to have it under control from the start. Fariko, Parasite there, picked up 1 on Gunshi. Miracles picking up 2. Parasite again with a 2-piece. Prophecy getting outslayed on this hardpoint. Killer's going to be inside, picking up those points. And it looks like Impact might be able to start to even things back up.
Well, let's have a look at Miracles now. 3 kill streak. Going to try and make that 4. Shut down, though, by Swanee, who was on top. Brown. Let's have a look at Parasite now with that FAL. Takes down 1. Teammate calling in that Hellstorm. Doesn't connect with any kills, though, as there was a player underneath that was Excellence. So Excellence doing some good job. Let's have a quick look at the scoreboard, though. See who's top fragging. Parasite 18 and 12. No surprise there. Miracles 18 and 12 as well. 2 fantastic Slayers doing a fantastic job at what they do.
They are doing a great job. But they are still trailing just a bit in this hard point. They're going to be moving over to green, and it's going to be Parasite who's going to be in there first, trying to get that forward position on this hard point. Parasite trying to get shots across the map, and it's just so easy for him to make these long shots with that FAL. His shot is so steady. His trigger finger is just on point right now. But the hard point is actually contested. There was someone in there with him. They dipped out. And it's actually going to be Parasite here, picking up the points, trying to bring his team back up.
Yeah, that was an interesting play by that Prophecy player. I think it was Swanee who actually had that hardpoint contested and then tried to just dip out, see if he could bait out some of the Fariko players. But Parasite having a hard time trying to take some players down. Knows he's probably going to get challenged, pulls out his pistol. Needs to be very careful that they're trying to claw back into this game. There's still plenty of time to do so. Score at the minute, 126 to 99. However, Prophecy have control once again.
So now it's going to be still Impact. Have this hard point. 103 to 128. Swanee picks up 2, but going to get picked up there by Parasite. Just got to wait here. There's only 15 seconds left on this hard point, and I have a feeling Prophecy have already rotated over to Grannies.
They have done, but that hard point was very good for Fariko. They managed to close that gap significantly, and now the pressure is going to be on Prophecy. Whoever can control this hard point now will have a substantial lead going into the next one.
Tommy picks up an important kill there onto Miracles. That means they get the opening in this hard point. Parasite's trying to dip around the side here of this blue building. Going to look up into the window, doesn't see anyone. But they have got control all around the outside once again. Fariko, Parasite picks up Excellence. He's got rid of their anchor, so the spawns are actually going to be changed now.
But still, Prophecy have control over this hardpoint. Miracles needs to get that kill, does so, takes down Gunshi. And the hardpoint is now going to be under the control of Fariko. Impact, 34 seconds left. Prophecy can't afford to give away this many points. They are going to need to challenge. That's exactly what Gunshi's trying to do. However, Killer takes care of him. And Parasite is going to dip out as well, thinking about the next hardpoint. Prophecy, it's that sort of awkward time where they can't afford to just give it away, but at the same time, opting to challenge could mean that they flip the spawns and they don't set up on the next one.
Yeah. Now let's see. It's now just for the first time in a little while, Fariko Impact managing to take the lead in this hard point. 2 minutes, 50 seconds left on the clock, but it's still pretty much neck and neck between the two teams. We're going to see a rotation towards the next hard point. Fariko getting every last second of that last hard point. Now it's going to be Tommy on this hard point. Parasite is going to be able to make an entry.
Oh, let's have a look what Parasite can do. He's already taken down Gunshi.
Swanee picks up 2. He's going insane right now.
Let's have a look at Swanee. He's on a 5 streak, very close to the score streaks. He knows Parasite's going to be above him, but at the same time, he needs to pre-aim that door. Picks up Karma.
Gets picked up. If he gets this score streak, he's going to be a very, very happy guy. He picks up the score streak too. Swanee is doing what he does best. He's just sitting somewhere and being the human turret that he is.
Pretty much, and he has scored in that lightning strike. That's can they connect?
Great job there by
one,
Swanee.
Two.
Oh, his shot is just
my
amazing
days.
right now. Swanee switching to an SMG. This could be an interesting situation right now. Swanee picking up that SMG. His team are starting to stroll away into the lead. Swanee gets picked up. Parasite picks up 2.
31 and 20 right now. 11 defends. Excellence goes in on that hard point there. Let's have a look at him. This is why he could
I
be
love
one
it
of the
when
best
Prophecy get
SMGs.
loud.
When Prophecy get loud, that's when you know they're playing well.
Yeah. That's when you know it's going to be a good game. And right now, Prophecy are 33 points in the lead. They are ahead of the opponents for Fariko Impact. And getting off to a good start in this series could really be it.
Well,
Swanee's
they went 2-0 down against Dragons. And they managed to claw it all the way back. So you can never, ever count out Fariko Impact.
I've learned my lesson.
Yeah. Well, Swanee has a Hellstorm. He's actually opted to use that now. Now, that's interesting. Very surprised he's actually opted to use that so soon because the lead they have right now is still very fragile.
But in my opinion, that is Swanee. Swanee is that player that always seems to... I was talking to Rich, actually. Swanee always seems to go straight for the defuse when he's last alive in Search and Destroy.
It's true.
Always challenges the kill when he's that guy that needs to get the clutch kill. And so I'm not surprised that he just decides to just go for it. That's not how Swanee plays. Swanee will get kills. That's Swanee's job, and he does it amazingly. But that Hell Strike, once, as you said, it was a bit of a questionable.
Well, Karma right now, he's going to be on a 6 streak on the hard point as well. 10 points in this game with less than 1 minute left. And Karma has those score streaks as well. Has the lightning strike, has the Hellstorm missile. Can Fariko try and win this game? Well, that's a huge kill there. Karma shooting out Gucci. Immediately going to call in that Cell Chopper. This could be the game-changing moment.
With those score streaks in the scoreline so close, they're just about to overtake Prophecy in the last few seconds of the game. Prophecy do not want to lose this, not one bit. But at the moment, Karma picks up 2 with those. With that lightning strike at the moment, we're almost going to reach that mathematically impossible point. Prophecy do not want that to happen. And I think it has happened.
That's happened,
I think that's it.
First map is going to go to Fariko Impact.
Damn.
There's absolutely nothing this Prophecy lineup can do. He's going to give them a 1-0 lead in this series. And, speaking to Parasite before this game, he was trying to explain the difference between the American and the European teams. And he said it's the selfishness which separates He said if you look at the European loadouts, they use more streaks. They use more perks. They use more attachments. They're very much more slaying focused. Whereas you look at the Americans, and they set up to play the objective. Using concussions, using EMPs. They have a very specific loadout. But with that said, Fariko are now going to go 1-0 in the lead.
So there you go, Fariko Impact getting allowed to Prophecy across the table, and I really don't want Prophecy to get down and out, because if Prophecy get down, then it's just not going to be a really good game.
It's going to be 3-0.
Yeah, Gunchi really needs to get on top of his game. I was actually starting to worry about Fariko Impact at the beginning of the game there. I went over there, and actually Miracles had his head down. He was practically falling asleep. I mean, I know they're jet lagged, but it's still only 6, just coming up to 7 p.m. in England. But the way Miracles was looking, I was just like, get that guy some Red Bull. But